Okay, I am here at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I have been here one other time, but it was a long time ago, and the only roller coaster I rode was Fire Chaser Express. I'm very excited to be back at this park. And yeah, we're gonna be here the whole day, and we are probably going to also get the fast passes here too. I think they're called the Time Savers. So here we are in the park, and now we'll be getting the first ride of the day. Before fast passes, we are going to take a ride on the lightning rod. So here we go. I cannot wait.
I don't think you like this guy.
No, that's something you
Yeah, I don't think you like it.
Okay, so lightning rod just rolled back, and now they are evacuating the train. So it's going to be down for probably a little while. Okay, so we have acquired our Time Saver Plus passes, so we'll be just walking around, and when we get to rides, probably riding them more than once. Definitely want to ride Thunderhead a bunch, and Wild Eagle, Mr. Ride, stuff like that, probably a couple of times, so here we go. Alright, so in this area of Dollywood, it looks absolutely beautiful. We are going towards, oh look, there's a big bear sign right there. We are heading towards Tennessee Tornado according to the signs, so that might be our first ride today. But I guess we'll start, and you can see Wild Eagle, the crest of it up top there. Looks very cool, so I don't really know. You can't really see any of these rides while you're walking around the park until you get pretty close to them because of the trees and stuff, so yeah, I don't really know. I guess we will get to the attractions when we get to them. Okay, and right up there I can see Blazing Fury, the entrance for it, so we will be going on that, I guess, pretty soon. Alright, so now we'll be going on Blazing Fury, which will be our first ride of the day, and yeah, later we'll be getting some cinnamon bread, but yeah, Blazing Fury will be our first ride of the day. I don't think it has the wait time out here, but we have the Time Saver anyway, so shouldn't be an issue. Now here we go on the Tennessee Tornado for our first ride. Okay, so we just got off of Tennessee Tornado, and now we're going to go on Fire Chaser Express. This is actually the only roller coaster at this park that I have actually ridden. I rode it in 2018, last time I was here. I don't remember pretty much anything about it at this point though, so I'm excited to get back on it. I've heard it's one of the best family coasters. Okay, so instead we'll be going on Wild Eagle because it seems that the entrance is closer here. Fire Chaser Express entrance is apparently over there, so we'll be going here. Okay, so here we go on a ride on Fire Chaser Express. Alright, so we just got off Fire Express. Yeah, that's definitely one of the best family coasters. However, we just got off and Lightning Rod is back open, so we are right by Wildwood Grove with Thunderhead, Dragon Flyer, and Big Bear Mountain. However, we are gonna go back to Lightning Rod because you never know. You know, we could go over to Wildwood Grove, ride those 3 coasters, and then come back and Lightning Rod would be closed down again. So you just don't know, and I don't want to take that chance. So we're gonna head over to Lightning Rod now and ride it. All right, so our current plan is to get on Lightning Rod, which we are walking to right now, then get something to eat, which hopefully will include some cinnamon bread. And then after that, we will head over to, like, towards Wildwood Grove. We gotta hit Thunderhead, Mystery Mine, Big Bear, and Dragonflyer. And hopefully we can do drop line, maybe Barnstorm or 2 later on. Here we go, hopefully to ride Lightning Rod. Okay, so I just got off of my first ride ever on Lightning Rod, and it was really incredible. We're probably gonna go get another ride later, but you can only ride once with a fast pass. But yeah, that was really incredible. I'm still trying to decide where I rank it. Man, but that was great. The launch is so much faster than what it looks like off-ride. The quad down is, obviously, in my opinion, the best part. It's incredible. Both wave turns are awesome, and it's just overall such. I have acquired a Lightning Rod shirt, and here we are, the home of the cinnamon bread. Okay, so we just had the cinnamon bread, and it was incredible. They definitely lived up to the hype. And yeah, that was just amazing. I highly recommend it. And this is very cool. They have an eagle, like, enclosure or something. There's a ton of them in here. The camera doesn't make it look nearly as big as they actually are, but yeah, there's a ton of eagles in here. It's very cool. All right, so we are now getting closer to, well, we have 4 more roller coasters that we haven't ridden besides the kiddie coaster, which we will not be riding. So yeah, we are getting closer and closer to them.
Over that way, but stop.
Okay, so we just got off of Mystery Mine and Drop Line, and they were both incredible. Drop Line was awesome because they did a countdown starting from 10, and then at 7 they dropped it, and it was just awesome. 236 feet, I believe they said it was. So yeah, awesome attraction. And here we go on Thunderhead. Okay, so I just got on 2 rides of Thunderhead, once in the very back row, once in the second row from the front. And yeah, it was pretty good. It was a little rougher than I expected because I've heard that it was like very smooth. Like recently it's been running very smooth. There was a ton of airtime on it though. Great ride. Definitely one of, if not the best wooden roller coasters I've ridden so far. So yeah, I really enjoyed the ride, and I honestly think it was better up front, more so than the back. So we are now in Wildwood Grove to ride Big Bear Mountain, probably get something to eat, and then Dragonflyer. And I'm pretty sure that we cannot use our time savers on Big Bear Mountain, so probably only be riding it once, maybe twice, because it will probably have a long wait. now going on Big Bear Mountain. We cannot use time saver, so we're in the regular line, and it's a 45-minute wait. So not as bad as I was expecting, but it will be the longest line of today. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so I just got off of Big Bear Mountain, which is the brand new Vekoma launch coaster at Dollywood for 2023. Just opened a couple weeks ago or a few weeks ago. And yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't forceful or anything, no airtime. However, some of the launches were pretty good, and it was a long ride, good onboard audio, and yeah, I overall did enjoy it, and I thought it was a pretty fun ride. So yeah. Okay, so the wait time before we got on Big Bear said that it was a 45-minute wait, and it only took us 35, or now it says 35 now, but it said 45 originally. It only took us 35, so that was good. Now we are going to get a ride on Dragon Flyer, so yeah, here we go. Okay, so we are now going to grab something to eat, but before we go, we are probably going to possibly ride drop line again, maybe Thunderhead again, and then probably Lightning Rod once more before we leave. We'll probably wait for it to get a little darker though before we go on Lightning Rod. But yeah, so that is our plans for the rest of the day here at Dollywood. Here we go for a second ride on drop line. Now we are going back on Thunderhead. Okay, so just got off of another ride on Thunderhead, and it was very good. I definitely prefer the very front row. That's where we just were. That's the best row on the ride in my opinion. The back is the best for the first drop, but that's pretty much it. After that, I think the front row is the best on that ride. Okay, so we are now making our way over to the Barnstormer to ride that, and then after that we'll be waiting in the line to ride the Lightning Rod one more time to end out our day for the final ride. Alright, and now here we go for a ride on the Barnstormer. Okay, so I just got off of the Barnstormer, and just an SNS Scream and Swing. Definitely doesn't compare to Serengeti Flower Busch Gardens Tampa though. Okay, so we are now heading over to Lightning Rod to end out the day and get the last ride of today. On the app it lists Lightning Rod as 35 minutes, which is not nearly as long as I thought it would be. So yeah, we're gonna go get a ride on Lightning Rod right now. Alright, and here we go on Lightning Rod for our second ride today. Okay, so I just got off my second ride on Lightning Rod to finish up the day. Man, the one train ops are not good. We waited about an hour and 15 minutes, even though it said 35, but I mean, yeah, the ride is so incredible. It definitely warmed up throughout the day. We sat in the exact same rows last time, which was row 9, and yeah, it was definitely better this time around. It was stronger airtime and just faster overall, so yeah, great ride there. Okay, so we are now leaving the park, and that was an awesome day here at Dollywood. Almost 9 hours we spent at the park today and rode a bunch of rides. So yeah, great day here at Dollywood, and that is going to end off this vlog. Thank you for watching.